Hi, 5th and 6th graders. Today I want to share with you my example of a personal narrative. I hope you have begun working on yours or maybe even have your first draft done. If that's the case and you typed it, please share it with me and I will help you go through the process. As you're looking at the pages from your narrative writing packet that lead up to writing your personal narrative, those pages are just kind of a pre-write to help you organize your thoughts and get some descriptive ideas down on paper. So page 3, you can't really see what I wrote, but that's okay. On this page, you can just write from the event in your life that you're choosing to write about, write the things that you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. As you're trying to decide what to write about, think about one small event in your life. This small event probably didn't take up very much time, but it's something that you remember very vividly. Okay, so maybe it was riding a roller coaster, maybe it was going to a water park, maybe it was simply going for a walk and you saw something really cool on that walk. It can be the teeniest tiny thing that you describe. Maybe it was a dance recital, piano recital, maybe it was a basketball game. One event that you remember, and maybe there's a happy ending that you want to share, like you scored the most points at a basketball game, or maybe it didn't have a great ending and you didn't score any points at that game, or you got a really bad score at your instrument solo. Whatever it is, it's just to share it and describe that experience, okay? So I'm going to share my example with you now, and I want you to notice the vivid details that I use to try to help the reader be with me on that day and experience it and see the things that I was seeing. Okay, so I'm going to share that with you now. Let me share my screen. So I titled my personal narrative, It's in the Hole. And I started off with some vivid description of that day. So I'm going to read it to you now. The sun was shining. The grass was as green as I had ever seen it. I was all decked out in my gear. My pink shoes with cleats on the bottom kept me firm in the ground. My hat kept the sun out of my eyes. I wore a glove on my hand to help with my grip. There were 4 of us there that day, 2 in each cart. Can you guess what I was doing? I was golfing. I wasn't a great golfer, but it was something I enjoyed doing. On this day, I hit the links with my dad and 2 other friends. My dad always helps me by telling me how to stand, telling me to keep my head down, and helping me tee up my ball. Hole number 1 went fine. I hit it into the fairway, then chipped onto the green to putt. This was our second 9 holes, so I was just enjoying the nice day. Then came hole number 2. This was a par 3 and one of my favorite holes on the course. I got out my 5-iron and my favorite pink tee to tee up my ball. The hole was a little more than 100 yards away. All 4 of us hit our balls towards the green. All of the balls went in the same direction. None out of the fairway, just straight ahead. We got back into our carts to head up to chip or putt our balls into the easy hole. As we approached the green, everyone grabbed their putters or 9-iron if we needed it. Gwen, Charlie, and my dad all hid their balls onto the green. Then it began, the search for my ball. We searched all over the green. No ball. We searched the sand trap. Nothing. We searched all over the fairway and even into the trees a little bit. My ball was nowhere to be found. Finally, Charlie found it. He said to my dad, "Look in the hole." My dad looked up at me, beaming with the biggest smile I had ever seen. "It's in the hole," he said. And he was right. I had hit a hole in one. So again, if you'll notice, I started at the beginning of my story with a lot of description to help you, the reader, the listener, understand what that day looked like and to kind of help you be there with me. Um, this moment in my life probably took 10 minutes or less. So it's not something that spanned over a large, long time span, but really something that only took a small amount of time. But then I really wanted to focus it and give a lot of description so everyone could experience that with me. So, again, whatever you choose to write about, it does not have to take up that much time in your life as long as you use vivid descriptions. Okay, so I hope this helps you on your writing journey. And if you are in your editing process, share your story with me so I can help you with that. And let me know if you have any other questions.